Well, hello, my friends. How are you all doing? I'm doing okay. Things have been pretty busy lately. It's been a lot going on, but I'm still here. I'm still surviving. Hopefully, everybody's doing okay. It's February the 3rd of 2020. This video is about Norwegian black metal. Alright, so Norway is renowned for having one of the greatest scenes within all black metal. The early Norwegian black metal scene is credited with creating the second wave of black metal and also the modern black metal sound. Some of the most acclaimed and influential black metal bands have come from Norway. Norwegian bands Mayhem and Thorns are often credited with creating the distinct guitar style that is commonplace within black metal today. Many extreme activities happened within the early black metal scene in Norway. Some of these activities include murder and church burnings. Some of these activities were performed by certain members of certain black metal bands. They referred to themselves as the Black Circle and included members of Mayhem, Emperor, and Burzum. Faust, who was a member of the band Emperor, he murdered an individual back in 1992, and in 1994 was convicted of this murder and served many years in prison. Euronymous, who was the guitarist of the band Mayhem, he's another one of these infamous characters within the early Norwegian black metal scene. He owned a record shop called Helvete in Oslo and also owned a record label named Deathlike Silence. He was murdered by rival Varg Vikernes of the band Burzum in August of 1993. As a result of this murder, Varg Vikernes served many years in prison. Varg was also convicted of church burnings as well. Since the early Norwegian scene, Norway has continued to spawn many very talented black metal bands and continues to be very important within the global black metal scene. Many documentaries have been made about this early scene in Norway. Here's a few of them right here. This one is called Black Metal Satanica. Very good documentary. Very cool. One of my personal favorites, Until the Light Takes Us. Very cool documentary. Definitely a must-see for any black metal fan. Definitely check this one out if you haven't. And there was also a Hollywood film created called The Lords of Chaos. This movie, well, there was actually a book that came out prior to this movie called The Lords of Chaos. This movie came out about a year ago. Interesting movie, certainly well made. However, it's received a lot of criticism, especially from people within the black metal scene. So it has divided a lot of people. Alright, so those are some of the movies and documentaries that have been made about the early Norwegian black metal scene. Alright, so right now I got a list of 20 Norwegian black metal bands. I consider these to be some of the most influential and important Norwegian black metal bands. Obviously, there's so many other great Norwegian black metal bands, but I just have 20 of them here, and I'm going to present them to you, okay? So let's get right into it. The first band is Mayhem. Excellent band. One of the most important bands within black metal. They started back in 1984. They're still active. They have 6 full lengths, 3 EPs, 4 demos. They have some singles, compilations, live albums, and splits. That's Mayhem. Still very active. Phenomenal band. Alright, next band is Dark Throne. Dark Throne have been around since 1987. They're still active. They have a lot of albums out. 18 full lengths, 2 EPs, singles, compilations, demos, and 1 split as well. Dark Throne actually started off as being more of a death metal band, but then they transitioned into black metal in the early 1990s. Over the years, they've definitely changed their style to include thrash metal and also traditional heavy metal and even some punk rock as well. Very interesting. That's Dark Throne. The next band is Burzum. Burzum started up in 1991. Burzum has 13 full lengths, 1 EP, several demos and compilations. I believe Burzum is still active. He's going to be coming out with a new album soon. However, he did disband Burzum a few years back, so I'm a little bit confused, and I'm sure other people are confused as well as to what's going on. But he is coming out with a new album. Very interesting. I definitely enjoy Burzum's music quite a lot. Some of his albums I definitely admire quite a bit. All right, so that is Burzum. Emperor, another fantastic band. Emperor formed back in 1991. They have 4 full-lengths, 3 EPs, 1 demo, compilations, 1 single, and splits. Emperor are still active, however, they haven't released an album in many years. I believe they just perform live now, so that's interesting. They are typically referred to as symphonic black metal. Very interesting. I have all of Emperor's full-length albums. They're very good. Alright, that's Emperor. And the next band is Immortal. Immortal have been around since 1991. They have 9 full lengths, 1 EP, 1 demo, 1 single, 2 splits, and 1 compilation. Immortal, another fantastic band with lots of great albums. Alright, Satyricon. Satyricon have been around since 1991. They have 9 full lengths, 3 EPs, 2 demos, 1 live album. They have splits, singles, and compilations. That's Satyricon. I could definitely appreciate some of their music, that's for sure. Satyricon. Alright, next band, Gorgoroth. Gorgoroth have been around since 1992, still very active. 10 full lengths, 2 demos, 1 EP, 1 live album, and compilations as well. Alright, that's Gorgoroth. Next band, Enslaved. One of my personal favorite bands. I absolutely love Enslaved. Most of their albums, and I listen to them quite regularly. Enslaved, okay, Enslaved have been around since 1991, still very active. They have a lot of albums. They have 14 full lengths, 3 EPs, 3 demos. They have splits, singles, compilations, and live albums as well. That's Enslaved. Phenomenal band. The next band is Ulver. Ulver have been around since 1993. They're still active. They have 15 full lengths, 2 demos, 5 EPs, splits, singles, live albums, and compilations. Ulver have definitely changed their style a lot over the years. They started off as being very much a black metal band, but since then they've changed their style quite a bit to include elements of electronic music and all that kind of stuff. Alright, next band is Dimmu Borgir. Dimmu Borgir have been around since 1993, still very active. 10 full lengths, 3 demos, 5 EPs, splits, singles, live albums, and compilations. Dimmu Borgir, typically referred to as symphonic black metal. Yeah, I have some of Dimmu Borgir's albums. Some of their stuff is pretty good, that's for sure. Next band is Gehenna. Gehenna have been around since 1993. 6 full lengths, 2 EPs, 2 demos, and 1 single. That's Gehenna. Carpathian Forest. They've been around since 1992. They have 5 full lengths, 2 EPs, 3 demos, 1 split, 4 compilations, 1 single, and 2 live albums. Alright, so that is Carpathian Forest. The next band is Teike. Teike have been around since 1995. They have 7 full lengths, 6 EPs, 1 demo, splits, and compilations. That's Teike. Next band is Borknagar. Fantastic band. I really enjoyed Borknagar. I have quite a number of their albums. Fantastic stuff. They've been around since 1995. They have 11 full lengths, 1 single, 1 compilation, and 1 split. Borknagar. Phenomenal band. Alright, next band is Arcturus. Okay, Arcturus have been around since 1990. They're still active. 5 full lengths, 1 EP, 1 single, 1 split, and 2 compilations. That's Arcturus. The next band is Sudr. Sudr have been around since 1993. They have 5 full lengths, 4 demos, 1 EP, 1 compilation, and 1 live album. That's Sudr. Winder, another great band. They've been around since 1994. They split up in 2004. They have 4 full lengths, 2 demos, 1 compilation. Winder split up after the death of the vocalist Valfair. Well, actually, he was the guitarist, bass, and keyboards as well. He, I believe, died in a snowstorm. I understand that he died of hypothermia. A very tragic event. So they split up afterwards. But the remaining members of Winder formed the band Vreed, who are a phenomenal band. I love Vreed. Excellent stuff. All right, so that is Winder. Next band is Dodheim's Guard. Dodheim's Guard have been around since 1994, still active. 5 full lengths, 2 demos, and 1 EP. I'm not too familiar with Dodheim's Guard. I know I've listened to some of their music. I know they incorporate a lot of experimental elements into their music and incorporate other styles as well. Very interesting. Okay, next band is ORDO. ORDO have been around since 1993, still active. 6 full lengths, 1 EP, 2 demos, 1 live album, singles, splits, and compilations. ORDO, it's interesting about this band is that they incorporate elements of thrash metal. They're very thrashy sounding, almost like a black thrash type of band. Very good stuff. I definitely enjoy some of their stuff. And the last band on the list is Limbic Art. Okay, Limbic Art have been around since 1993, still active. 8 full lengths, 3 demos, 3 compilations as well. Typically they're referred to as symphonic black metal. Alright, so that is my list of some of the most essential and influential Norwegian black metal bands. Obviously there's so many other great Norwegian black metal bands. This is just, you know, a fairly short list just to give people a general idea of some of the great bands within this scene. So if you're not familiar with some of these bands, definitely check them out. I mean, obviously I love black metal a lot, and obviously a lot of these Norwegian bands I definitely admire quite a bit. Alright, so I'm gonna give a shout out to my friend Chris Peters. He operates the Music of Destruction channel on YouTube. It's a phenomenal channel. Definitely check it out and subscribe to it if you haven't. Also, I want to mention my black metal band, ORDO CHAO. You can listen to some of my music on my YouTube channel. I'm also on Bandcamp, SoundCloud, and AudioMac as well. And I have one of my latest albums available on Bandcamp for sale. So if you can support me, that would be fantastic, and purchase a copy. I'd very much appreciate that. Okay, I think that's about all I have to really say here. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you learned some stuff. Okay, take care and have yourselves a fantastic day, my friends. Cheers.